right on top of this dude.
Remember, it takes a little while for them to gather themselves, and they can die if get ready.
What's the siege trait called?
The siege trait is called Military Engineer.
Right. Thought it was siege specialist. Don't know where I got that from.
I think that's what it was in Crusader Kings 2, maybe, or Europa, maybe. Every other game, that's what it is, except this one, maybe.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready to unpause. I'm basically waiting until I have to start this war.
Sure.
Could we also drop it to speed 1 for a bit?
Certainly. I'm just waiting for ticking war score here, really. Tempting to just disband, but... Oh, right, I claimed that for myself. I don't want this. It's garbage. Duchy of Multan. Don't really want to give that to anyone. Whomst am I swaying? My grandson. No, he's slow. How is he slow? I'd give him something if he's slow. Oh no, wait. That's someone trying to kill my slow grandson. That's fine. Absolutely fine by me. Alright, let's pluck out another male member of the House of Jaron to give a random county to. What's up, Grum?
Happened Grum.
Yeah, my counselor died.
Sorry, that wasn't me laughing at you, Grum. This guy, I'm trying to figure out if these people are good to give land to. And this guy is heir to the Khana of Kamru. Where is it? The Thakana of Kamru, the Mandir of Kalpa, and the Mandir of Poo.
Oh, lol, he said poo.
I mean, it's what it's called. Holding Poo.
P. Oh no, it's not even like PU. It's POO.
It really is, yeah.
Wow. It's very culturally sensitive.
Yeah.
You've got here, Bertie.
Lol Poo, yeah, I know. I know, I shouldn't laugh, but
But you are.
but I am.
And will continue to do so until someone stops you.
Yeah. How's my cousin the Purohit of Shigatse? Well, he's a witch anyway, so joy.
What? Can you explain witchcraft to me? Not the whole thing, but is it a heresy or is it just like a?
Depends on your. It's not a heresy. It's a thing.
There you
Right. Okay.
Like a.
Well, no further questions.
No, it's like a modifier.
No, but like the Salem witch trials.
It's more in Crusader Kings 3. It's more like kind of hedge witch, wise woman sort of witchery.
I have no idea what that means.
Herbalists.
What
Why?
sorry, what tree should I go down in intrigue? Because I don't normally go intrigue, and I'm not sure which is good.
Schemes.
I don't like scheming, but yeah, fair enough.
Oh, it massively like boosts your killing power.
Need to kill anyone though. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Was that war for? Alright.
Mine.
The Raj of Lahore.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was actually.
In Salem, why did they burn those people? What did they do?
Because they didn't understand ergot poisoning. And there's a lot of witchcraft and witch trials around that time were actually about local feuds.
So it was just a convenient excuse to kill people.
Basically, yes. I mean, look at how we treat religion in Crusader Kings 3. It is just a convenient excuse to seize control.
That's a good point. You are Zengri. Filthy heretic faith. And you're
why do
talking
these
to me.
noobs have more troops than I have? Oh, and why have I sent my... Just...
Another cadet branch. Jinx.
Gonna play Cadet Branch top trumps.
I started out with none, and now I have like 7 probably. You probably have more too. Yeah, all right. I do actually have 7. Nice.
But I don't know. I don't know how I have more than you because you're like so much bigger than I am.
Don't know. Maybe I'm more consolidated or something. I don't know.
I don't know what the requirements to create cadet branches. I think it's probably like fame or something.
Probably. Right. As I say, when I started this war, their army was already retreating from something, so I'm going to consider that a good omen for this war. Had good omen. Like my murder scheme to murder the person I have a truce with.
Had
Those-
good omen that might delete later.
Yeah. Mo's saying you can murder people really spoke to me on a personal level, so I decided to murder someone.
In the game, right?
You didn't specify that type of all times, BertieB.
Yeah, well, you know, you have to
As
ask.
Mao rightly points out.
You have to ask. You probably don't want to know the answer.
I can smell garlic in my house, and I'm not cooking anything as far as I'm aware.
Councillor BertieB II died of old.
Not old.
My half-sister, vassal, and friend. Yeah, you can be my chancellor. Why not? Because this guy's got 31 and you've got 20. Stupid sister. Sister can have it. Also sure that one of these vocal tracks that's, you know, kind of soft is just someone singing itchy.
Itchy, itchy, ya, da, da.
It's more that kind of like itchy. Yep, that's him.
I like the Latin ones.
Probably.
You did, language racist.
I'm so sorry. It's the least of my sins tonight, but okay.
Sin nonetheless.
Aye. Aye.
He's a witch, I say.
Probably.
You made fun of the sacred language of
Yeah.
Latin, which we don't know about in this part of the world.
This is what I was wondering, and I wondered how to phrase it in a kind of culturally sensitive way. Like,
I
is
think we're past that point.
Sanskrit to kind of Indic languages what Latin is to European languages?
I think Sanskrit is much older and may be a precursor to not Latin, but
My
don't know.
understanding was it kind of like it. There are words more in the south that still come from Sanskrit, but it was kind of the holy language, the language of religion, which is where I was kind of the angle I was coming at it from, if you know what I mean. Like a language which is now has no like native speakers now, but had huge kind of religious and cultural significance historically. 1,000, 2,000 years ago.
I see your comparison. I think it's reasonably apt.
Thank you. I'd like to know more. I'd love to just be able to spend the time and just learn languages, but Maharani Phalamyalungma.
My plan has
My
horribly
wife?
backfired. Like, I tried to crush the rebellion before it even formed, and all this has done has left my forces spread out away from the bulk of the actual enemy army. And unfortunately, I directed the wrong army to siege down the capital that I did spawn them on. It's not going well. Why am I getting 2 grey days? I can't be melancholic twice. Oh, why am I now above my domain limit again?
This is like the memes where it's like being depressed was invented in 1047 AD when King Mao of Ganzhou tried to be melancholic twice at once. Sorry, Mao.
This is very spicy.
I presume being melancholic reduces your stewardship, which has reduced your domain limit.
Is it not like -1 to all?
Probably.
It would not surprise me.
-1 to all except learning for some reason.
Oh, good. My siege of my own capital is actually going incredibly quickly.
Why can't I give my son a duchy that he's first in line to inherit?
Don't know, because he needs land in that duchy to be able to get the duchy, maybe? That'd be my first guess. And only guess, because I don't know.
Let's get them. It's already held by my vassal. Oh, I can't. Still can't grant that to my son.
Yeah, if you hover over it when it's greyed out, it should tell you why.
He's not appearing in the list. When I click on grant to.
What if you go to him and then, like, grant titles instead? Do it that way.
Look how the game is suggesting that I imprisoned this dude for being an adulterer when there are much worse crimes being committed.
Apparently he's not in my court.
What? Lakshman is a woman? Yeah, if he's ruling somewhere else, I guess. But maybe he's not your... Did we not have this problem last time? He's not your direct vassal.
Sorry, who are you talking to?
Grum.
No, I gave him some land before.
But then
so
something
that
got
probably
revoked.
sent him away from my court.
But you should still be able to... Yeah, he won't be in your court
So
for
I
that
can
reason.
invite him back to my court.
But you should still be able to grant vassals land. Unless he's not your direct vassal, maybe.
Friggin' game told me that I would easily win this engagement, and I have absolutely been haunced.
Did the commander get killed or something partway through?
Nope, the commander is still perky and alive.
I want to give him some land, and then I am going to go to war.
Thank you.
Oh, someone.
All I'm asking is for this game to stop being ridiculous with its wars.
Someone converted from Mon to Hindustani. So he must have come from your kingdom originally. He's a possessed guy.
It's clearly not seen the light.
A possessed, obese devotee of the ganja. I think it's a
Clearly
different kind
Costello,
of ganja.
are you involved in any wars just now? Because I need some assistance.
I'm in an offensive war and a civil war, so
that's be a no then.
that'll be a no for now.
No from me, dog.
Popo is the trained healer.
Popo is a trained healer, did you say?
Yes, a notable guest has arrived.
Would assassinating anyone help now?
I literally don't know. I've been in so many fudging wars in the space of the last session that I have not been able to take stock of anything. It's somebody's claim, so yeah, if you can murder the shiz out of Count Ching Wang, do it like as messily as possible, please.
Okay, as my plot's just ready to execute on this other person. Both options give me stress. Like, you gain 20 stress because you're gregarious for killing this person. This is far too unpredictable. You gain 80 stress because you're impatient. Better murder her now.
Oh, Queen Yunan's dead.
When I win this war, I'm just going to execute all the people who rebelled against me.
I'm feeling that too.
Sorry, the person who took over
no!
is a baby.
They have my player error.
Oof, that's rough.
It's the war.
What's the war score now?
It's minus 62.
Hang on, I will get on the murder scheme in just 2 shakes of a land still. Right, just raising my armies while they do that. Let's have a look at your war. It's against Duke Jionshu. Is that the one you want murdered?
Those Count Chen Wang's claim.
Oh, right. Yeah, so it is actually. My mistake. Okay, murder. Only 17% chance, but I'm sure I can bribe that up a little. Countess Julia. Let's give her a little bribe, eh? A little bribe. Juan, or Juan. Let's get him as well. Hu Jiao. Yeah, why not? Why not Hu Jiao Ding? Slow moving Hu Jiao Ding. Let's butcher these names so I can butcher this person.
Oh, he's so enraged, he's not even correcting you.
Yeah,
I literally do not care anymore. It's just this game refuses to let me do things.
That's not what this game
Why is there another dangerous faction? Just every one of you fudging factions fight amongst yourselves. Because you're going to do it anyway, except when I take an interest and suddenly you all unite against me. I hate this game. Why am I still playing this game, BertieB? It does nothing but hurt me.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
say that and I'm playing Elden Ring right now.
I do have 95% chance after I bribed literally everyone onto that scheme. It will progress eventually. If you can just hold on for the better part of a year.
Just don't get yourself captured and you'll be fine.
How would mercs help swing the war by any chance?
No, because they have managed to get themselves like double my army size. So right now I'm just trying to distract them.
What if you had a lot of mercs? A lot of mercs. Need a lot of mercs. Are any of their armies split up? You could pick off.
No, they're fairly concentrated in my heartlands within easy reach of each other.
mean, a lot of mercs. Are any? Oh no, you wouldn't. You'd be the same religion. None of them are like foreign religion by any chance, are they?
I can't hire my holy company.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're Jinji as well. Sorry for the pronunciation. But,
Literally don't care anymore.
I know it's more for future Mao watching this.
It was very bad pronunciation.
I
Say
know.
what?
I know.
I would.
Right, I've hired enough soldiers to replace my losses, so I guess that's something.
Oh, there's a thing to expedite schemes, isn't there? Expedite schemes. I need a higher stress level for that. What? I need a higher stress level. How does that make sense?
It might be a perk of
I know, but surely.
the thing.
Right. I kind of get it. Like, if I'm already stressed, like, throw caution to the wind, I suppose. But I kind of get it. I don't get it.
Right, so how am I going to deal with this in the future? How am I going to reduce the potential for all these wars in the future?
It's really tricky on succession because you can very easily end up both in a war for tyranny, to reduce crown authority, war to install a pretender, and a war for independence. Yeah, succession is hard, basically. Crushing them quickly, I guess, can be tricky to figure out where they're going to
Yeah,
raise
but
up.
the problem is that everyone piles in. They all ally with each other.
Yeah. But they should still have to raise their armies separately. So there's a very brief window.
They all clustered, like all of them were clustered around my capital, and the one dude who actually did, like, I raided, no, not raided. I raised my army on the guy that you're about to murder. I raised him on his.
So I just spent 150 to give him a wee bit of poisoning, just as a little extra thing to the murder scheme. Carry on. Got a severe health penalty now.
So yeah, I crushed him, but he was so far away from everyone else.
Yeah, that's the difficulty. Is whether you crush the head of the rebellion and occupy basically the war leader's capital gives you a 10% war score, I think, off the top of my head, versus crushing the armies. Yeah, it's tricky. I guess try and do anything you can to keep the people around you happy, like give them like important council positions if you can, things like that.
Everyone before my last one died because she sort of, but before then everyone was super happy.
Yeah.
And then the minute that ended, it all went to hell.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help. And this is all stuff that's happened after succession. This isn't stuff that's kind of been boiling. Like, I can deal with factions as they kind of bubble up, but immediately after succession,
Yeah,
It
that's
is
when they're
just an absolute pain.
the most dangerous, definitely.
Oh god, don't go that way.
Oops. The other thing you can potentially do is figure out who amongst your potential enemies is going to be the most problematic and target them. That's not necessarily the head. That might be the person who has the most, say, siege weapons. So if you've got someone with a load of like 4,000 levies versus some guy with 2,000 levies but like 2 full regiments of mangonels, I'd go for the one with the mangonels because they're going to siege you down really quickly, whereas the levies are just going to die to attrition. In fact, in mountainous terrain, having more levies is actually really disadvantageous because they eat up supply like nothing else. Yeah, if they do stack up like that, try and get them into the mountains stacked up and like murdered in terms of supply. The other thing is when they're sieging down one of your holdings, if you attack them, you probably know this already, you get the defender bonus.
Yeah,
So
no, I know that.
if you've got a holding up in a mountain that they're sieging down, it's worth attacking them potentially, even if they have the numbers on you in the mountain, because you get the mountain.
No, I've got a
defender
basic
bonus.
grasp of how the combat in this works. It's just the series of ridiculous wars that I've had to fight.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, it has
Yeah.
not given me a break. Which, I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe it's realistic, but it is not fun.
Yeah, Reese is probably the one to ask about succession because he was in like a 3-way post-succession war for a bit there.
Still am.
Yeah, I was talking about the one that was about 100 years ago, though.
I don't know. I'm just like marrying off my heirs and then cancel the betrothals for alliances because yeah, it's only fame, so you can get that back easily enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. There are hostile armies kicking about now. That's exactly what I need.
Marrying
Yeah,
off. Sorry, Reese,
only
carry on.
in one war now, so I may be able to help very soon.
Well, hopefully BertieB's murder scheme can come off.
It should be done in 2 months or less. 95% chance of success. Hopefully that invalidates the war. Hopefully.
Wait, I'm just again. It's you spend ages unifying an area, and then it shatters again. And again, I know that this is historically accurate, but it does not make for a fun game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the thing from that is making sure you have the most powerful fragment.
I
And
literally have, as you described it, a professional standing army, and that has not been enough because they all pile in.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's the bulk of my advice. Oh, my prisoner escaped.
Thank you. That invalidated it.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that means actually, can I arrest people
Probably
for
not.
rebelling against me? No.
But still a reasonable outcome given the set of circumstances. At least it frees your
Just
heir.
read there on the dread screen that dread decreases the chance that factions will form against your vassals.
Yeah, I am strongly contemplating just switching to terrorizing the fudge out of everyone because I'm sick and tired of this.
Yeah, I mean you have like 0 dread, which is
You
the
can
lowest.
one
That's
of the
like lower than
dynasty
BertieB's like handicap player.